Okay, it's recording. Okay. First off, hello everybody. There's 24 people on here, so that's amazing. Thanks for getting on.
Awesome.
Um, yes. So we have a lovely guest to speak on our Zoom tonight. This is my friend, Presidential Diamond, Brooke Dyer. And I had asked her to talk on the Zoom with you guys because I know a lot of you guys have come to me or your team about being nervous and shy when you first start out in the business, and you're worried that you won't get very far because you're super shy, and maybe you think that you don't have very many friends or that you don't know a lot of people, but Brooke here was super, super shy in high school, and I wanted her to tell you guys a little bit about her story and, how she overcame being super shy and how she got to where she is right now, which is, Presidential Diamond, which is one rank away from the top in the company. So that's just amazing. And so I'm going to give the floor to her. Thank you, Candace, for sending that message. And Brooke, go ahead and do your thing.
Okay, so hi guys, I'm Brooke. So I want to give you guys a little background on me before I even start talking about the business part of my life. So one thing I do want to point out is I've been shy literally my entire life. It's not something, I know you said overcome, Tiffany. It's something you never get over. I will never, I mean, that's my personality. I'm an introvert. I call myself an introvert. I'm extremely shy by nature. I have been shy since literally I was born. It's just part of me, and I've embraced it. So just a little background on me. I come from the same town as Tiffany. We went to the same high school. I had always had a small group of friends. It's always been hard for me to make new friends because of my personality. I'm not the outgoing type. It's funny because my brother, we're less than 2 years apart. People think we're twins. It's really funny, but I went to school with him, and I was always labeled as Miles's sister. My brother's name is Miles. I was always Miles's sister. Like literally, people just didn't know my name because I was that shy. So when this business was introduced into my life by my lovely friend Morgan, I thought she was absolutely nuts. I thought she was crazy. And I looked at what she was doing and I laughed. I thought it was a joke. I was like, there's no way on God's green earth that I could ever do anything like that. Like Morgan's totally outgoing. She's the kind of person that can make friends like that. Like she walks into a room and everyone's friends with her. Like that's totally not me. I'm totally opposite. I have my small group of friends. I've always been content with that. I finally embraced who I am as a person and found what works for me. But literally I looked at that and I was like, wow, like there's no way that I could ever do this business. Like kudos to her, but no, it's not happening. So I became her loyal customer because I literally felt bad for her. I was her first customer to help her earn her product credit. And that was that. The more I watched her do this business over the 3 months that I was a customer, the more it kept popping up into my mind. And I literally couldn't stop thinking about it. I was at a point in my life where I was letting my introvert personality and I was letting my fear basically in life get the best of me. I never had a real career, I guess you would call it. I went to school, I have my bachelor's degree, and I graduated, and I literally didn't know what I wanted to do because I was that scared. I don't know how, but I was substitute teaching at the schools in town, and that job alone scared me. I hated going every single day because I would get anxiety every single day about being in front of people, especially when it was like the older group of kids. It scared me. And I've always been like that. So the more I watched Morgan do this business and be happy, the more I was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I letting myself get so worked up. Why am I so scared? Like, why am I scared of doing this business? And the more and more and more I thought about it every single day, the more I thought how silly it was to not just join. So I just joined. And it's funny because when I did join, I told her that I would not be posting on Facebook because I was too scared of what people thought of me. So I worked my Instagram, and I was really good at Instagram because it was a lot easier for me to just post in front of people that I didn't know, because that's what I was comfortable with. I'm a pro at staying within my comfort zone because that's just how I am. And the more I worked my business every day without Facebook, the more I realized how silly it was that I wasn't using Facebook, because it was literally holding me back from growing. And it's funny what happens when you get over yourself. And I literally had to just get over myself. Now, like I said, I embrace being an introvert. I embrace being shy because that's who I am. That's just who I am as a person. But there came a point where it was just silly to me to let fear and doubt and, all that stuff get in the way of working my business to the best of my ability. And the moment I started posting on Facebook was when my business exploded. And now I'm the type of person that cares a lot about what people think of me. Like, I care so much. I remember when I first posted on Facebook, my heart was racing because I was so worked up about what people would view me as. Literally all my friends were just people from high school and people from our small little town, and it scared me. But at the same time, it was like, wow, I'm doing this. And it was really, really an empowering feeling. And I still remember even in the beginning when I would be messaging people, my heart would be racing because I was so scared about what the other person on the other end was going to say to me. I was scared of those no's. I was scared of what people would say back to me. I was scared of people judging me. But the more that I just got over myself, the more that I said, this is so freaking silly that it's not even funny, the more my business grew. And it's just crazy. And I got over myself. I remember being interviewed by Pam Sauter when I first became presidential, and she asked me, I think, how I got over, my personality and being shy. And I said, I literally just had to get over myself. Like, you really do just have to get over being shy or caring about what other people think of you. And it absolutely changes your business.
So is that what you would say, how you got to Presidential Diamond was, just stop caring what people thinking and, just going for it? Or what did it take for you to get to Presidential Diamond?
Obviously consistency has gotten me to where I am every single day. I see it all the time where someone starts this business and they start out really strong, and then something or someone in particular gets in the way of them. They'll see one negative post about it works, or they'll message somebody and get a negative response, or someone in their family member tells them that they can't do this and that this is stupid, and then they just let that get into their head and they're like, wow, I can't do this. Like, that just it tears them down, because that's happened to me before. It's happened to everyone. If it hasn't happened to you, it's going to happen to you. And I think just not letting other people control your mind and control your emotions is really what it takes, because you can post all day long, you can be consistent all day long, you can be a really good leader, but the hardest part about this business is right here in your head. Literally, that's the hardest thing about this business. This business is so easy. Definitely. Like, we post on social media and we talk to people. It's easy. I thought talking to people would be hard. The hardest part about this business is this right here, your head. You have to get out of your head. When you see something negative in your newsfeed, block it out, delete that person. When somebody in your family tells you no, prove them wrong.
Mm-hmm.
When you get negative feedback about a product, know in your mind that these products do work, that you're passionate about them, that they have helped thousands of other people, and that one opinion, what's that going to do? Like, there's always negative opinions about everything. I always compare it to Starbucks. Millions of people love Starbucks and millions of people hate Starbucks. That doesn't mean that Starbucks is horrible. It just means that people have an opinion about it. So I think just not letting negativity of other people, negativity even on your team, people quitting your team, don't let that get in your head, because that doesn't control your success. You control your success. Don't let other people, don't let closed minds. I always say, do not let closed minds determine your success. Closed minds need closed mouths. I just posted something yesterday about that, because they don't matter. And I think that's just the biggest thing about this business is mindset.
Definitely.
If you don't have the right mindset, then it's not going to work.
Definitely. Yeah, I was telling them a couple weeks ago, and now I always kind of like bring it up on the Zooms that, even if you're having problems in your life, or, you're having a horrible day, or even a horrible day with your business, because even, me as a double diamond, sometimes I have bad days in my business, but you still have to, act like you're shitting rainbows and unicorns, because that, people are going to attract to the positivity. People are going to attract to the consistency. And before you guys got on, I was talking to her, and we were talking about, how some people were nervous about cold messaging if they're shy. And, she kind of told me that she, does, send out messages to build relationships with people, but because she has been so consistent in her business every single day, because she, always has her business open daily, people are just coming to her. She's not having to get out there and message, hundreds of people, because she is so consistent with her business. And that's what I want you guys to understand is the moment your mouth is closed, the moment you're not posting on your Facebook or your Instagram, your business is closed, and people aren't, they're not necessarily going to trust you, because they're not going to know what's going on. Are you an It Works distributor? Like, can someone tell by your Facebook and Instagram if you're an It Works distributor or not, or if you love what you do, or if you love this business and you love the products? Because if they can't tell, they're probably not going to be a customer for you, and they're definitely not going to join your team, because I definitely wouldn't join someone on, I wouldn't join someone's team if I didn't even know if they were 100% in or 50% in and 50% out. And that doesn't mean you have to be a spam artist on Instagram and Facebook. It just means that you have to make, your posts meaningful, and you have to make your posts stand out, because, I'm going to say 90% of the people on your friends list probably have another friend who's an It Works distributor on their timeline. So it's going to be whose posts stick out the most, whose consistency sticks out the most, whose passion sticks out the most. And, that is something that I see from Brooke's page every single day. She never goes a day without posting. Even, people think, when we get up to the top, we don't have to work our business. But if anything, we have to work our business even harder. And I never see her, slip or fall through. And I always know that her business is open, and that's what people see too. And they just come to that, and they come to her. So that's something too I want you guys to remember and understand too, that not only is it getting over your fears and getting over your shyness and stuff, but it's about being consistent. And she is so consistent with her business. That's how she's gotten to Presidential Diamond. You guys know what I'm saying? Let's see.
That, to add on that, it's so true. The moment that you stop posting is the moment that person that's been watching you for however long you were posting goes to somebody else. So, and it happens all the time. There are people on my team who were so good in the beginning. They start out so strong, and then they let that one person knock them down, or the one person quits on their team, and then they think they have to quit too because somebody, decided to give up on themselves. So then they want to give up on themselves too. And then, all of that consistency, all of that work goes to somebody else because they stop. And then the people who are watching them are like, well, what's going on? I want to join because I've been watching all her positive posts, but who am I going to join with? So they go to somebody else. It happens all the time. I have people on my team who quit, and then their potentials are coming to me, and they're like, well, I was watching this person, but then they stopped, and then I saw you. And it happens all the time. You don't think it does, but people are watching you like a hawk. They're watching to see if you fail. They're watching to see if you fly. So, I mean, never, ever, ever stop. There has not been one day since I joined this business almost 2 years ago that I was not posting or talking about my business. Not one day. Like, I literally have not. I don't care like how sick I feel, how emotional I'm being that day. I cry for 5 minutes and then I get over it, and then I post, and nobody ever knows if I'm upset that day. Nobody ever knows if I'm sick that day. I don't complain. I'm the happiest person ever. And when people do come to me and they do message me and they're ready to get started, that's the first thing that they talk about. They say, I've been watching you. Literally, it's like clockwork. Every single person, they say the same exact thing. I've been watching you. Why are you so happy? What are you doing that's making you so successful? You inspire me so much, and I want to do what you do. I want to be like you. You set the example for the type of people who are going to come for you. You set the example for your team. If you want to have strong leaders on your team, if you want to have a good team, you have to be the distributor that you want on your team. You have to be the distributor that you're looking for on your team. Because if you're not, then it's not going to happen for you. And that's the biggest thing that I've taken home from doing this business for the past 2 years, is that if I want runners on my team, and if I want a good, strong team, I have to be that person that I'm looking for. Definitely. And that's just something that people don't understand. They think that they can just post and go through the motions and think that people are just going to come to them. But you literally have to be that person that you're looking for. You have to set the example. You have to set the standard for your team.
Definitely. I 100% agree with that. So is there any other, last minute tips or anything that you would, that you could tell them, or anything like that, something huge that you think could benefit, that everyone could benefit from?
Well, with It Works You being this past weekend, I think the one thing that really struck with me and really sat with me was being intentional with your business every single day. A lot of the times I will find myself waking up, grabbing my phone and scrolling through Facebook for 30 minutes and not doing anything about my business. And that's just something that I still, as a presidential diamond, still need to work with, is being intentional. I think it's so easy to get lost in social media and to get lost in life in general. And you need to wake up with a purpose every single day. You need to wake up and be intentional. Wake up and know what your goals are. Write your goals down. I can't tell you enough how much better it is when you write your goals down and you're focused on making those goals happen for the day. I always have monthly goals, I have weekly goals, and I have daily goals. And that's just always keeps me focused, and it helps basically challenge myself. So basically just being intentional with your time and trying not to get lost on, the deepness of Facebook and what we can get into on Facebook, and just wasting that time. Just be intentional with your time. Wake up, and instead of scrolling through Facebook, make a post.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I feel the same way of what you're saying. Sometimes I wake up and I just start scrolling, and then I realize, it's 11:30 and I haven't posted for the day. And that's, that's on me. And I definitely, I agree with the It Works You. It's about being intentional. It's you need to wake up and tell yourself, what are you going to do today that's going to benefit your business? Is it going to be going to talk to 5 people, going to blitz 5 people? Is it going to be, I vow to message 50 people on Instagram today? But every day, do at least one thing that is benefiting your business every single day.
Yep.
So, well, thank you, lover, for being on this Zoom.
You're welcome. I hope I helped at least one person.
I know that you definitely helped. I know that there's a lot of people on here who are shy, and, you know, like I was telling Brooke before everyone got on here, being shy is not an excuse to not work your business. If Brooke would have let being shy be her excuse, she would not be a presidential diamond. You know, she would not be ambassador this year if she would have just decided, oh, well, I'm a little too shy and I don't think that I can message people, or I don't think that I can build a relationship or even blitz someone. And, you know,
Right.
it's all about, like, this business really is, the main thing is getting out of your comfort zone. I
It
am a
is.
completely changed person from, you know, 10 months ago when I first started. And I know that and I see that, but I think that I'm a better person now. And, you know, I can see the changes that this business has made for me, and I just want those changes for you too. You know, I was shy too. You know, yes, I'm outgoing, but I was shy to post on Facebook, and I was shy to post on Instagram and stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
getting out of your comfort zone is going to be the first step to being successful in your business. And if getting out of your comfort zone means messaging 20 people, if it means posting 3 times a day, if it means blitzing someone, then you need to do that. And that is what will make you successful.
Yeah, it's so true. I mean, I I think back to when I first started and, you know, looking at other diamond leaders, diamond and above, and thinking, wow, you know, that's really cool that they make all that money, but I'm not doing that because then I'm in the spotlight and I don't want to be in the spotlight. And I remember hitting double diamond and thinking, okay, this is it. If I go triple diamond, then I'm going to have way too much responsibility and I just can't do that. And then I hit triple diamond and I was like, okay, I can't go presidential diamond because then I have to be interviewed by Pam Souter and I'm not getting on that phone call. Like, with every single promotion, I got stronger and stronger and stronger as a person. And I just did things that I never thought I would do. I was getting on calls. I was getting on these video chats with not only my team, but potentials. And it's just like, it changes you as a person. And it's funny because I'm still the same person. I'm still an introvert. I'm still shy, but I've evolved, and I think I've grown, and I've kind of found my strengths with this business. You know, you don't have to change. You don't have to change who you are. If you're shy, if you're an introvert, like, that's fine. You don't have to change who you are. Find your strengths and work with that. I found that because of my personality, I'm a good listener. So I listen to my team. When they come to me, I listen to them and I give them that advice. And that's one of my strengths. So you don't have to change who you are as a person. If you're shy, like, girl, go be shy. But, like, get out of your comfort zone and push yourself. And I promise you just grow as a person. And this business has just done so much for me. So
okay,
just
so
you don't have to change.
yes. Okay, so I had a question. Someone messaged me. They were wondering how you blitz from, you know, since you're shy. Like, how do you blitz? Because she said she's shy and she feels like when she blitz, she's awkward. So what do you do to make it? What was that? You know, remember that Periscope you did to that girl in Panera?
Okay, yeah. So I'm totally not a confrontational person. I get it. I cannot walk up to somebody and be like, here's a coupon. Have you tried that crazy wrap thing? Like, that's just not me. You don't have to be that person. Again, don't change who you are just because, you know, you think you need to be this type of person because you're a rap girl. I wear my gear out wherever I go. So when I went to Panera, the Periscope that she's talking about, I was wearing an It Works shirt, and the cashier asked me what works, which literally every time I go out and I wear an It Works shirt and it says It Works on it, 9 times out of the 10, somebody asks me what works. And it still scares me. Like, I still freeze and I'm just like, I don't know what does work. But, like, um, you can't think about it. And I'm the type of person that just overthinks everything. So you keep it so simple. She asked me what works and I said, the wrap, have you ever heard of it? And I pulled out my Blitz card and I gave it to her. You don't have to, like, do a bunch of talking. The Blitz card, if you have a Blitz card on your hand, literally does all the talking for you. So you hand them a Blitz card and you shut your mouth and they look at it and then they ask you questions. So you keep the conversation so simple and you let them lead. Basically, that, I mean, I'm not a confrontational person. I always wear my gear out. I always make sure I have Blitz cards on me. So then when somebody starts a conversation with me, just makes it a lot easier for me. And then I just keep it simple. I pull my Blitz card out and I let the Blitz card do all the talking, because I'm just not the kind of person that can keep a conversation flowing, I guess you would say.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And that is, you know, that is why I try and stress, there are, $16 shirts at the store, simple shirts that just say it works. So, sell a wrap and get a shirt from the It Works store, because, a similar things happen to me all the time. Brandon and I have been out before, and his shirt says, it will change your life. And mine said wrap, wrap, wrap. And someone said, what are your shirts about? Like, what does that even mean? And I was like, oh, well, we're distributors for a company called It Works Global. Have you ever heard of them before? And both said no. And, I gave them a Blitz card.
Yeah.
And I just said, we have all natural health and wellness products. On this card is a wrap, and that was it. She was like, okay, this sounds like really cool. I'll message you about it. And so that's so huge, is just make that small investment to get an It Works shirt, because it will repay you. And I used to think, because I was wearing my shirt and no one was saying anything to me, and I was like, okay, like, what the hell? But then it happened, and I was like, thank God I was wearing my shirt, because she said something to me, and I I got them to say something to me and get interested in the wrap. So that is something huge, is just sell a wrap on hand, get the $25 cash, and get a shirt from the It Works store. And it will, repay you.
Even if you don't have a shirt, you can just take a Blitz card and laminate it, and then slap that on your purse or wear it around your neck. And then people, there's this freaking big card on you, so they're like looking at that, and that obviously sparks attention. I was talking to the receptionist in my CPA's office today, and she hadn't heard of It Works before, and she was obviously curious because we were making all this money, and she's like, so you're doing good with this business? And when she asked me what it was, I kind of acted surprised that she had never heard of it, because that kind of sparks their interest more, I found. So I was like, you haven't heard of It Works? Like, you haven't heard of the wrap? Like, she was totally missing out. And I think that, like, gets them even more interested, because they're like, no, what is it? And then it gets them more excited. So, and another thing, don't feel awkward about asking for their contact information. I used to be so freaking weirded out by it, but don't even think about it. The last time I talked to someone when I was out, I didn't have a Blitz card on me, and I was like, I don't have a card on me, but if you give me your number, I can send you a coupon. And so that makes it like less awkward when you have like a reason. You're not just like, hey, what's your number? So I can like spam you every day with ads. Yeah. So it just makes it like more chill.
Totally.
That was my tips on blitzing.
Perfect. Okay, I'm loving it. Okay, so I don't think I have any more questions for you.
Okay.
But wait, hold on. I see a question. Hold on. I have a raised hand. Hold on, let me unmute you. Okay, go ahead.
So I work at a store called Once Upon a Child. It's like a small franchise store. Would you ever consider like even putting a stack of like, would be a good idea if I put like a small stack of the Blitz cards like on the counter?
As long as it's okay with whatever business that you're putting it at, I don't see a problem with that. I've left my Blitz cards out at, I've obviously asked for permission first, but I've left my Blitz cards out at gyms, and I actually got a loyal customer out of it. So
that's what I was thinking, because I work at a small business. So
yeah, if it's okay with that place, then yeah, go for it.
Definitely, awesome. Yeah, I do. I've left my Blitz cards. I left a bunch of stack at the place where I get my nails done, and I just asked the nail lady, and I was like, do you care if I leave these? And she was like, oh no, that's fine, go ahead. So I left the stack on there, and when I came back, they were all gone. So no one has contacted me saying I picked up your card from Lotus nails, but they at least have my coupon and they have my information on it. So, you know, there you go. But okay, well, thank you so much for being on our Zoom. We all appreciate it so, so much. And, you know, we all want to be where you are. So thanks for sharing your tips, and I love you.
You're very welcome. Love you too. Have a good night, guys.
Everyone wave to Brooke. She's going to get off.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I hope you guys all got some good information from her. I just have a couple things I want to go over before I kind of open this up for some questions. I don't want this to go super late tonight, but I just have some things I want to talk to you guys about, and then you guys can ask any questions you may have. The first thing I want to talk about is, you know, for anyone here who is on my Rockstar Babes chat or, you know, Steph's chat as well, I just wanted to talk to you guys about, you know, really being responsible and reliable in your business. I'm getting a lot of questions that I know that you guys know how to find the answers to, but I'm just getting laziness. And, you know, when I first started, I didn't, like I said, I didn't have a chat like this. I started my own chat with the first couple of people on my team. And I just want you guys to, you know, be strong business women and, you know, go find the answer to whatever question you may have before you come ask the chat. You know, I shouldn't be seeing questions like, what's the retail price of something? What's the loyal customer price of something? Because that is something that all you have to do is go to your website and you can find the answer to. You know, stuff like, just stuff that I know that you can find the answers to, okay? We shouldn't be asking for pictures of stretch mark cream, because if you go to our team page, there's an entire album full of pictures, you know, full of corporate approved before and afters. So I just, you know, I'm going to start removing people from the chat if you guys aren't going to take control of your business and start, you know, doing the work for yourself. If you guys do the work for yourself and you find the answer yourself, then you're going to be able to teach your team to do the same thing when you guys, you know, have a team under you. And I want you guys to not rely on my chat to find the answer for everything. I want that chat to be a tool for if you absolutely can't find the answer in your eSuite, if you've looked on your website, if you've looked in the document library, if you've looked on our team page for pictures and you absolutely cannot find the answer and your enroller doesn't know either, then come to my chat and ask. But, you know, I know that you guys are smart, and I know that you know the answers to these things. It just may take a little bit of digging. So don't just resort to, you know, going to the chat real quick and asking, you know what I mean? Try and find it yourself, because it really will make you more knowledgeable, and it's going to help your business because you will know the answer to the question. You know, if that question comes up again from a customer or someone on your team, and you're going to say, oh, I know exactly where that is. You know, I found it in our document library, in the compensation plan. So that's something that, you know, I really want you guys to take seriously. I'm going to start, you know, removing people if I'm getting the same questions asking over and over again, especially simple questions like, what's the loyal customer price of something? We already talked about getting out of your comfort zone. You know, I think that that's really important. Like I said, I've definitely changed being in this business. I've gotten out of my comfort zone. And when I first started, you know, of course I was nervous messaging people on Instagram who I've never talked to before. Of course I was nervous messaging people on Facebook, and I was definitely nervous about posting all of this stuff in front of my friends. But, you know, if I would have let that get in the way, I would never be, you know, where I am today. And that's what I want you guys to understand is you just have to push through that barrier. Once you get through it, once you get going, you will seriously have like metal skin. Like nothing will bother you, you know, when people talk about It Works or when someone says something negative. It's going to be like nothing to you. And that's what it is for me now. I don't give a crap if you're making fun of It Works, if you're making fun of me, if you know, I don't care if someone messages me asking, do I know you, when I add them on Facebook, because, you know, I want to grow my business and I want to be successful, and I want to, you know, not have to worry about money, and I want to be able to have the freedom to do whatever I want whenever I want. And that's what it's going to take. You can't let, you know, those things get in your way. I kind of want to go over a couple of things that we learned at It Work. Not really, yeah, I guess that we learned at It Works You. You know, main thing is, you guys get to these events, get to green carpet. It will seriously change your business. Being in a room of 5,000 people who, you know, are all going after the same goal as you and who all have this same passion and fire inside of them. I can't even tell you how, you know, amazing and magical and emotional It Works You was. And I am just so excited for green carpet because it's going to be even bigger. You know, it's going to be even more people and even more fun. So, you know, the tickets sold out for the Friday and Saturday event, but you can still get a pay-per-view ticket, and that is still going to get you into all the events that we're going to be doing. You know, the only thing that you're going to miss out on is that block of time that conference is on Saturday or Friday, whichever. You know, I got the Saturday tickets, but, you know, even if you aren't going to the conference, still come, still be around everything. It will seriously change your business, and, you know, I can't stress that enough for you guys to try and just get there. You know, I regret not going to conference in February, and I told myself I wasn't going to miss this green carpet because I know how big it is for my business. And you know, I don't want you guys to think, oh, this is just another, you know, thing. This is huge. Green carpet is huge. There's going to be announcements. They may release a new product. They may release a new country that we're selling to. They may announce new promotions. And, you know, I just want all of you guys there with me. And to whoever has gotten your ticket already, I'm so excited to meet you in person. You know, it was so amazing to me being at It Works You and getting to meet, you know, Candace and Allison and Kelsey and Erica in person, and just getting to hug on the people that you love so much, that you talk to on Facebook and stuff. It really is magical. And, you know, I just want as many of you guys to be there as possible so I can just hug all of you. You know, It Works You was so amazing. You know, one thing that really stood out to me, I don't know if everyone watched the video of the recording that Jess did, but one thing that really stood out to me with the whole It Works You thing was Kyler Pentecost was talking about people who say that they don't know anyone or that they don't have any friends. And, you know, what he has those people do is get out a piece of paper, write down all the jobs you've ever had before, write down the cities you've ever lived in, write down the churches you've been to, write down the hobbies that you've had, write down your kids, if you have kids, and write down the schools that you've went to. And then, you know, from that list, you start another, you know, sub list, and that's going to be, you know, listing all of your jobs that you've ever had. And, you know, then write the people that you know from those jobs, and write the people that you know from the churches and the people that you've met from school. And, you know, even if you know 5 people and you've gone to 5 churches, you know, that's 25 people right there that you can talk to about your business. So, you know, he was talking about not just making a 100s list, but trying to grow it even farther. So try making a 500s list. And, you know, I think we you know, lose sight of the people that we actually do know. We just forget because we may not come in contact with them anymore. But, you know, there is people who you've come in contact with in your life that, desperately need these products or desperately need this business opportunity. So that was something huge that I love that he said. Something else that he talked about was, explaining the loyal customer program as something that is absolutely incredible. So, he was saying, this is an exclusive lifetime discount that you're going to get for being a loyal customer. You can only find the products here. He was making it seem like being a loyal customer is the most amazing thing in the world. And I never even thought about it like that. I kind of just was like, oh no, you get one product a month for 3 months and that's it. But it's so much more than that. People don't have to be a loyal customer just for 3 months. They may fall in love with our products and want something every single month forever. There really is a product for everyone, and something that makes us feel good on the inside and something that makes us look good on the outside. So, just talking up the loyal customer program like it is, so exclusive and so amazing for someone to be a part of. You're going to get 40% off. You're going to get perk points. That $50 fee is waived for you when you sign up. And, just talking about it like that. And I thought that was so eye-opening for me. And just following up with your customers and building a relationship with them, because when you start building a relationship with them, they're going to start trusting you. And, when you recommend other products, they're going to believe you and they're going to, believe in you and want to do that. So that was something really huge to me. That Alyssa Billieu was talking about, was becoming friends with your customers. They're not just a sale. Become friends with them. Find out what their goals are. Ask them how their products are going. Ask them what more they want, for themselves. And, when things like that happen, they're going to start trusting you. And I think that is really huge. And, they also talked about the share link, which I think a lot of us overlook. But when our loyal customers sign up, they're going to get a link on their checkout page. And if they have someone sign up through that link, they are going to get a free box of wraps or $35 in product credits. So what Alyssa Billieu, she's an Ambassador Diamond. I love her to death. What she does is she takes she gets a picture from her loyal customer and she copies the link from them and she makes like a picture, like let's say on like Fonto or Font Candy, anything like that, Instasize even, and she makes their picture and she shares that link, and she has her customers ask if anyone wants to do, the hair, skin, and nails challenge with them, or if they want to do the wrap and cleanse challenge with them. And she said, that not only boosts their volume when they find their friend or their family to do it with them, but if they can find 4 people to do it with them, then she goes in and says, hey, let's be business partners. You already have 4 people who are interested. Let's get you signed up and let's get your first 4 loyal customers. So that was something that I thought was really huge too, is get your customers that share link, get them excited. And I actually started doing that. I've signed up a couple customers lately, and I told them, and I said, if you get a friend to do this with you, you're going to get a free box of wraps or $35 product credit. And they're like, oh, okay. And so now they're trying to find people to complete this wrap challenge with them or complete their hair, skin, and nails challenge with them. So that's something that not only is going to boost your volume, but could possibly get you a distributor. They may not even know it, that they have family and friends interested and that they could be good at this business. I told you guys I would talk about wrap parties, but I think that I'm going to save that for a different Zoom since this one went kind of long. So, I'll set up another time because I got a bunch of notes on some tips for wrap parties. So I'm thinking that I'll just set up another time and we'll go over all of my notes on the wrap parties. And then lastly, I wanted to, actually, I'm going to do this. I have all the entries for my giveaway hang on, it's in a little spinny wheel thing. So I'm going to spin that real quick. and see who the winner is. You guys rocked that BOGO. You made BOGO your bitch. So way to go. That was so awesome. Okay. So hang on. Christina Jones, you're the winner. I can't see you on here. Where are you? Where are you?
I think I saw that she logged off.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like just logged off.
Really? All right. Well, Christina won the giveaway. So, congrats to Christina. And honestly, congrats to all of you guys because I had, I don't even know how many entries, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Over 35 people had at least one or more entries. So that's amazing, you guys. And one thing I want to say about that BOGO is think about how hard you push that BOGO and push that hard every single day. Don't wait for a BOGO to message like crazy and to reach out to your loyal customers. Push every single day like it's a BOGO. Push every single day like it's the last day of the month. And at the end of the month, you won't be scrambling for your numbers or scrambling for promotions because you've already been busting ass since the first day of the month. So, that's something that I want you guys to, start doing is, you guys were on fire with this BOGO. Christina's back on. You won my giveaway, Christina.
No way. What did I win?
What?
My phone keeps cutting in and out, and I get every other word.
Really? Okay. No, you won my giveaway. So I will need your address. It hasn't come in yet because I ordered it. So when it comes in, then I will send it to you. But congrats on that. And, like I was saying, I just want you guys to work every day like there's a BOGO. Everyone was really passionate and, getting out there and talking to all your customers and, talking to new people and just work every day like it's a BOGO and your business will pay off. Your volume will get higher and higher every single month and the promotions will come in, easily. So, does anybody have any questions on here before I end the meeting? Hi, Bethany. Hi, Avery. Hi, pretty girl. Hi. Hi. Hang on. I see Kate raising her hand. Let me unmute you. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I had a little question about how people get their perk points. Like you said that they had to sign up with a certain URL or something for in order to get the $10 for the what's it called? For their product credit or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go into a little bit more detail on how you can do that? If I have a bunch of loyal customers who have sent me before and afters, I just am kind of confused on how can I still get them the $10 in product credit?
Okay, so when they sign up, when they get to the very last page, when they sign up as a loyal customer, on that very last page that they get their ID number, I always, I send them through the process and I say, let me know when you get to the very last page when you get your ID number. And then they send me their ID number, and on that page is where their share link is and where they can click to get the $10 product credit. So I tell them, on that confirmation page, there's a button that says share now. They need to click that, and then they can share to Pinterest or Twitter, and then the $10 will automatically get put into their account, but it can only be claimed or redeemed at sign up. So it has to be when they sign up on that last page that they get that $10 credit.
And there's no way that my pre-existing loyal customers can get the $10 then at this point?
No, but they do get 10% back every month. So whatever they're buying, they should have something. But yeah, unfortunately, we can't like go back and get it for them. You know what I mean? It's just it's on that very last page when they sign up. So
And she can utilize, like, if they're still within their first 30 days, you can go on Stay Humble, just posted like just some templates that you can use for their share link. If you can get their share link from them, then you can set it up and put like, and use like a picture, what you want to call them, picture editing software, like on your phone.
Yeah.
And put their share link in that. And so you can kind of make it up for that way, and like tell them like, hey, you know, like I'm sorry. I mean, you know, own it. You're new to this, like, you know, and be like, I'm sorry, I'm new to this. I didn't know about this, but you know, like we have this, and you've still got so many days. And if you share this and somebody signs up through this, the company will give you a free box of wraps or $35 in per coin. Like, it's not too late.